Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. So today, as you can see by the title, I did buy a lot of the e.l.f. holiday collection of 2020. I specifically bought the things that were actually new this year. I noticed that sometimes they'll repackage things from last year and try to sell them again, or they'll put bundles of existing products. So I decided just to buy like the new products as part of the holiday collection and give you guys some reviews. So hope that you guys like this video and that you find it helpful. And if you do like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Guys, let's get into it. If my lip looks messed up, it is. I'm still dealing with my dry lips. I'm about to go buy that nipple cream that all of you guys told me to get. So I don't have any makeup on other than brow gel, tinted brow gel, and I just have a moisturizer. And I guess we're just gonna get right into it. I first want to talk about their brand new sponge. So this is called their Marshmallow Blender Total Face Sponge, and it was only $5. So I did want to show you guys a side-by-side comparison to it dry versus wet, just in case you guys want to see how much it expands. It actually expanded a lot, almost double the size. And oh my goodness, this is literally, it looks like a marshmallow and it feels like one too. This reminds me so much of the purple one, the Total Face and the Total Face Sponge. I wonder if this is, wait a minute, is this the same thing? Okay, it doesn't say if it's the same sponge, but it just says new and it's $5. And it is described as a multi-use beauty sponge made for flawless blending. It is latex-free, angled for illuminating highlight, and rounded for a flawless complexion. The precision point is perfect for concealer. It feels the exact same as the purple one, but in my case, it just feels a lot softer. So if you've been eyeing the Total Face Sponge, but you just want the softest one possible, get the marshmallow one. And if you do like the original and you want to try something softer, then get this one. Again, I'm not sure, but it does feel a lot softer. Like, I kind of like this one better already. We are gonna apply foundation. So I'll be using my go-to foundation at the moment, which is, you guys know, the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. I do use the shade Cashew. I'm gonna dot this on my face and then we can blend it out with the sponge. Should we use the glasses method again? Why am I like this? With these kind of sponges, I like to use the flat side. And I actually really love this foundation with a sponge. It is so squishy, and I feel like this one, for some reason, it's bigger than the Total Face one, but it just feels bouncier and less dense. If you like dense sponges, you're not gonna like this. I do like that it's white. The only thing is that since it's white, I mean, it's gonna be real dirty and probably hard to clean compared to a dark one. Okay, so that actually blended super nicely. The only thing that's tripping me out is that since it is white, it looks like there's so much product in here, but I feel like that's just because it's white, we notice it more, because I'm getting the same amount of coverage that I usually get with this foundation. It's super flawless. This circle is huge. I mean, you can blend out your cheek in 2 seconds. And then, like I said, this is good for getting in those creases and for concealer, but so far, so good. I'm gonna apply the hydrating concealer, camo concealer in the shade Medium Sand. Even though this is a pretty big sponge, you can always squeeze it and then really get in there. I've mentioned this a couple times, but a little trick to get the most coverage is to do very, very light pounces so that it doesn't pick up as much excess, unless you want it to. So far, I am loving this sponge. The only thing that I'm like thinking about is how these nails are gonna ruin it because it is such a soft sponge. It is a very soft, delicate sponge that feels amazing on the face, but just keep in mind that you have to be delicate with it. But it's only $5, you know? Like, repurchasing sponges that are only $5 compared to $20 makes a big difference. Alrighty, so everything looks good. I can confidently say that I recommend this sponge. It feels like a fluffy pillow or something. If you like them super soft and squishy and you need something that's latex free, then go ahead and grab this. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and I do have a face palette to share with you guys. Okay, so I just added some translucent powder on my face because we do have a face palette. I just wanted to show you how cute the packaging is, and as you can see in the corner, it is $10. So this is called the Candied Cheeks palette. This is a face palette that has versatile shades and finishes. So they have 8 different shades, and they're apparently super smooth, creamy, and blendable formulas that will complement all your looks. So it says it has 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, 2 shimmer blushes, and 2 matte blushes. Okay, so right off the bat, I do want to say 2 things. This is the only one that they are selling, and this will not work for anyone darker than me. So not even just deep skin tone, anyone darker than me. And also, I feel like on the website, it just looked more vibrant. I don't know, it's not really appealing to me because I do like more vibrant shades, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. So I'm actually going to go in with this bronzer right here. This could almost be a blush too. And then I'm also going to use this shade for contour and see what happens. I'm first gonna go in with a light hand just to test the pigment. Okay, so it's not like outrageously pigmented, but I like that because it's actually going on really nice. And it's not like super powdery or anything, which I'm surprised. I don't mind super pigmented things, but you do just have to have more technique with them. See how this is like very orangey on me? I don't know, it definitely is a little too light. It's definitely light for me, but I think instead of contouring with the other shade, I'm just gonna put it right over it just to darken it up and make it a little bit less orange. So again, I'm gonna go in with this contour looking shade. It's definitely sculpting, so I'm gonna go over it. Okay. So that's both bronzers combined. I don't love it. I do have a pretty dark highlight, which I think it's odd because if you're gonna have a light to medium face palette, I don't think that adding a dark highlight is gonna make it suitable for all skin types. Not saying that that's what they did, but I just find it odd because now if you do have light skin tone, you won't really be able to use this. I'm actually gonna use it as a bronzer topper because I do love a shimmery bronzer on top. Ooh, that looks really pretty. See, so on me, that highlight is a bronzer topper. So I definitely feel like it doesn't make sense to make a palette that will be suited for light to medium and then put in a dark highlight, unless you do want to use it as a bronzer topper, but they are advertising it as a highlight. Okay, so that is that. Again, I don't love it, I don't hate it, but I'm just not obsessed with it. So now I'm gonna go in with this blush just because I do like my blush a little bit darker. This is definitely way too light for me, and so is this one. This blush is definitely more powdery. Ooh, this is very pigmented. This blush, I feel like has a different formula than the bronzers for some reason because it had more kickback and it's more pigmented, kind of like I was talking about at the beginning. I get so many questions about this brush, guys. I think I'm gonna start linking it in my description because I get so many questions in like every video. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab. It's JH01. We are blended and we do have a little bit of glow from that bronzer highlight, but I'm gonna go ahead and try the actual highlight that would work for me, which is this one. Go in with a little bit of a lighter hand. Ooh, wow. Okay, definitely blinding because I'm going in with a very, very light hand. That actually looks very pretty. So that is that. I have my thoughts. It is only $10 and you do get 2, 4, 6, 8 shades. The formula is all right. It's not bad, it's not amazing. For $10, it's pretty good for $10 to get this many shades. I definitely think that if you have light skin tone or maybe just a little bit lighter than me, then you can get away with this. But if you're my skin tone or any darker, I just don't think you're gonna love it. I really only recommend it to light to medium skin tones for $10, which is a bummer because not everyone can use it. But if you do have your eye on it and you do like all these shades, then I say go for it. You are getting a lot of shades for only $10 and they're pretty good. They're not amazing, but they're good enough for what you're paying. Definitely mixed reviews. So next, I bought 2 eyeshadows because, like I said, I'm trying really hard to buy things that like are new, like actually new, and I believe these 2 are new. I believe. I will be using this palette, but I'm still gonna give you guys some swatches of this in case you're interested. So let's talk about this first. Again, here's just a little close-up of the packaging. Super cute. So this is called the Sight for Sweet Eye set, and it does have 3 eyeshadow duos. It says that they're complementary matte and shimmer eyeshadows, and it does have an eyeshadow brush that says that it is a curved brush that contours the eye for natural gliding strokes for easy and accurate eyeshadow application. I actually really like this brush. The packaging is super cute and it feels super soft. It's a little bit fluffy, but it is thinner, and it's really good for blending out a lower lash line. This could also be good to like do like a cut crease or anything like that. There's no names on the back, but I'll just show you guys up close. So first we have this one. It's like a plummy shimmery shade and a medium cool tone brown. Then we have this one. This is more of a rose gold shimmery shade and a cool tone lilac shade. And lastly, we have a dark plum matte shade as well as a shimmery green that's almost like a gray silver forest green. Guys, these feel amazing. So here are some swatches. The only thing that I will say, the only critique that I have right now is that they're very similar. So I feel like if you wanted to use them together, you can't necessarily create that many looks, but the duos itself are really nice. They do have like corresponding matte shades to create a really pretty look, but I just feel like if you're gonna put them all in a package, then they should have made them a little bit more different so that you have more color variation. But the duos themselves actually look really pretty. If you're into cool tone shadows, then you're gonna love these because all of these are cool tone and they're actually stunning. The shades are super pigmented, the mattes and the shimmers. So far I'm loving that. I don't know if I'm going to incorporate them with these other eyeshadow palettes, but if we don't use these today, I will just keep using them and like update you guys. I just wanted to show you guys like swatches and tell you how they feel, but they do feel very creamy, very buttery, and very pigmented. I will be using the brush that it came with to do the eyeshadow look with the bigger palette. Next we have the HAUTE Chocolate Eyes palette. So I've actually never tried these palettes from e.l.f. I know that this kind of palette and this formula has been out for a while. I just haven't gotten around to trying it, so I'm very excited about that. I did notice that from what I think is that they come out with palettes like this every holiday season, but they do change them up. So it's almost like this is a 2020 version. It is 5 pigmented shades, matte shimmer, and satin finishes to make the ultimate warm tone palette. The eyeshadow palette has all sweet shades needed to create for the eye look. So again, this is a 15 pan eyeshadow look. So it is definitely a warm tone lover's dream. If you just take out this green, it's just a warm palette. And now I'm kind of happy that they made these duos cool tone because I feel like now you are getting variety. So if you do get both, you're not overlapping so many shades. I mean, the only thing you would overlap is maybe this brown shade. Wow, all these very pigmented, the shimmers and the mattes. The mattes are like way more pigmented than I thought. I want to create a fall look, even though this is a holiday collection. If you are getting your hands on it, why not try a fall look right now with it? So like always, not to make this video long, I'm going to let you guys know what shades I'm using, but we are gonna speed it up to make this video not as long and hectic. Okay, wow, I love, 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 love this palette. Now that I'm looking at myself, let me put some more red in the lower lash line. I definitely didn't mean to go this red, but I freaking love it. I am so stunned. I know that this might be like old news because I'm sure a lot of you guys have used this kind of palette from e.l.f. But if you haven't, I say go for it. If you're looking for a warm tone palette that also has a red, a green, and a gold yellow, then this is really nice. For $10, I say go for it. This is like one of the bigger eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore that I've actually enjoyed in the past couple months. Stunning. And by the way, I did use an inner corner shade from the duos, and I'm telling you, I haven't tried them, but these duos do look very promising. I will be using them, and by the end of the month, if I do love them, I will put them in my favorites video. But so far, so freaking good. So I do also have one more product to share with you guys, and it is their eyelash curler. I'm not sure if this is just repackaged or what. It's called a sugarcane lash curler, and it did come in their holiday collection. I'm very picky about eyelash curlers. I've tried so many, and the only one that I love is the Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler. This is $20, but you don't have to keep repurchasing them, so I think it's worth the investment. But I figured, why not give this a try and see if I can find a good drugstore one. Super cute packaging. I understand that I have a lot of eyeshadow on, and you probably won't be able to tell, but I know my lashes, and I will let you know if this is worth your money. By the way, it does come with a little rubber lining, and it does come with an extra rubber lining, so I think that's actually really nice. It actually feels not as cheap as like cheap ones feel, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I can tell right off the bat if I like an eyelash curler or not. This is actually really nice. I know you cannot tell whatsoever. This is actually probably one of the best ones I've tried from the drugstore, and this so far is probably my favorite one from the drugstore. But I will say it's still not as good as my Kevyn Aucoin one. So I would say that if you're looking for a drugstore one, this is actually pretty good. My lashes do look really, really nice. If you're willing to spend the money, get the Kevyn Aucoin one. But if you want just a $3 eyelash curler, this actually made a pretty big difference. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but just trust me in the sense that compared to other drugstore ones that I've tried, this is definitely up there. Okay, so I went ahead and popped some lashes and lip. So overall, my biggest recommendations are these two, the eyeshadow palette as well as the sponge. They're both absolutely fantastic and super affordable. The duos I really want to recommend, but I cannot until I actually use them on my eyes. But just know that they swatched beautifully, and they remind me a lot of the Bite Size formula. And the brush is really nice. Like I said, this is a very good like defining brush that you can also blend out with. This would be a great gift. The only things that I'm not sure about are the eyelash curler. Like I said, this is actually probably the better one that I've tried at the drugstore, and for $3 you cannot go wrong. So I do give this a thumbs up. It's not the best one I've ever tried, but for the price and where you can find it, I do think it's pretty good. And then, like I said, the face palette, unless you are light to light medium skin tones, I wouldn't necessarily purchase it. And if you do purchase it, just know that some shades are very pigmented and some aren't, but they're both very blendable, and the highlight is blinding. And for $10, I think it's not bad. So overall, I am pretty happy with the collection. There are way more other sets available. You should definitely check everything out. I will link everything that I use down below. And I think right now they're having a buy one, get one 25% off sale. So if you do want to purchase, I would do it right now. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.